right, welcome to FUNNELIZE. My name is J.K. Dowdle, and in FUNNELIZE 101, this very first section of the training, we're going to talk about why you should use a funnel in the first place. There's a bunch of different ways that you can set one up, but I want to talk first of all about why you should even really bother to have a funnel in your business. Now, the first reason is it is a map, but unlike a map for your customers, a funnel is a map for you. It is an incredibly helpful tool so that you can see where your customers are coming from, where the ultimate goal is to actually get them to, and you can see all the different parts along the way about maybe where you might need to make some improvements. So if they're not moving from one page to another, you know that that particular page is the issue that you need to fix. So a funnel is a great map for you to follow to see where in your business you might need to make some changes. Now, the only alternative to using a funnel is to actually drive traffic to your website if you have a website, a blog, an e-commerce store, whatever it might be. And the problem is the majority of websites are not conversion focused, and it's really hard to track everything that people are doing and which actions they're taking are taking away or leading them towards your ultimate goal, which is usually some kind of sale or conversion or something like that. So if you're just sending people to your website and hoping that they find where they're supposed to go, you're going to get significantly lower results than if you used a funnel. Now, what is a funnel at the end of the day? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about throughout the training here, but I do want to point out that a funnel really is just a small group of web pages. It's a small group of steps that people are going to move through as they get closer to your ultimate goal. And we call it a funnel, but it's really not necessarily always shaped like a funnel. I like to picture mine like a roadmap where we're trying to take people from point A to point B, and we're going to do that by moving them through a system and a series of pages that we're going to set up. Now, the other reason that a funnel is great compared to a website is that we only have to set up a few of these pages, whereas a website has a bunch of pages that people just don't care about for the most part. Nobody cares about your About Us page. Nobody cares about going to your services page. You need to be attracting people into your business, moving them through your own roadmap, your own funnel, to the end goal that fits both their needs and your needs as a business. And the great thing about a funnel is it's very, very simple to see where people actually fall out of the funnel, and there's so many ways that we can bring them back in further down the line. So if someone's not moving from one page to another, there are so many ways that we're able to pull them in back into that roadmap, back into that funnel. We can use retargeting ads. We can use email marketing. We're going to talk about a bunch of different messaging channels that I call them inside the FUNNELIZE course, which is going to teach you how to keep people from when they fall out of that funnel to get them back on track and moving towards your ultimate goal. Now, I want to talk to you about funnel marketing versus shotgun marketing and how they really are two sides of the same coin. So funnel marketing is what we're obviously going to be talking about inside the FUNNELIZE course, but shotgun marketing is something that's really, really common, and it's a very, very outdated way to get people to ultimately buy products from you. It's not to say that it's not effective, it's just not nearly as effective as funnel marketing. Now, I say that they're two sides of the same coin because the ultimate goal is the same. You still want people to buy products from you, whether it's your products or affiliate products, but funnel marketing really is the way to go. And we're going to use two examples here, Claude and Miguel. Now, Claude is using a funnel marketing approach. So what he's going to do is he's going to target a AAA audience with Facebook ads. Now, you don't have to do this with Facebook ads by any stretch of the imagination. You don't have to use any paid advertising at all. It's just that that's my preferred method of getting traffic into my funnels. We'll talk more about different traffic methods later on in the course. But just for this example, we're going to say that Claude is targeting a AAA audience with his Facebook advertising. And the first thing he's going to do is run an ad to his blog where he talks about beard styling. So he's running an ad on Facebook. He's moving traffic from Facebook over to his blog post where he's talking about different ways to style your beard. Now, that makes sense because what he's trying to do is he's trying to get people onto his blog, and he's trying to create a miniature audience of people who are obviously interested in beard styling techniques, because the only people who would read that blog post are presumably people who are interested in beard styling. The next thing he does is he's going to run a second advertisement to people who read that blog post about beard styling, and he's going to send them over to a squeeze page where he's asking them to download his free ebook called 17 Ways to Make Your Beard Appear More Full in 15 Minutes or Less. At that point, after they opt in to go and download that ebook, they're going to see a 10-minute video of Claude. And in this page, he's going to walk them through the ebook that they just chose to download. And he's also going to have a link on that page so that they can go and purchase his beard grooming masterclass video series for $47. That is, in a nutshell, the funnel marketing approach. And that's actually a kind of funnel we're going to talk about later on in the course. You'll see over on the left-hand side of the screen, there's going to be a bunch of options of different funnels that you're going to get training on inside the FUNNELIZE course. This is actually one of the funnels that we're going to go through. Miguel, on the other hand, is taking a shotgun marketing approach. However, he is doing this the proper way as well. He's also targeting what we call a AAA audience, a very, very targeted, very relevant audience with his Facebook ads. And what he decides to do is run an ad directing people to his expertly written, expertly designed sales page where he sells his course, Mustaches for the Modern Man, for $47. Now, that's not the end of the story, because what Miguel also does is he retargets visitors to the site who did not buy the video series, and he offers them to come back onto the sales page with a one-time offer where they're able to go and download it for $27 instead of $47. That in itself is a shotgun approach to getting sales for his Mustaches for the Modern Man course. It doesn't use a funnel approach, but there's no real way to say which one of these is the better option. It's just that in my experience, the funnel approach that Claude is using here overall is going to get him better results. He's going to end up with two very valuable assets. The first one is he's going to end up with a list of customers, because obviously the people who purchase his beard grooming masterclass course are going to be customers at the $47 price. But he's also going to end up with a list of prospects, the people who opted in to download his ebook, 17 Ways to Make Your Beard Appear More Full in 15 Minutes or Less. He's going to end up with a list of prospects who he can still go and sell to later, or he can go and sell affiliate products also related to grooming your beard and all those kinds of things. So by using a funnel marketing approach, you're actually able to build up more assets more quickly to build up more trust. And if you're more interested in that funnel marketing approach, you're going to find a ton of value inside the FUNNELIZE course, because that really is what we're going to be focusing on. I'm going to walk you through a bunch of different funnels that are going to take you through different ways to bring customers into your business as prospects, different ways to convert them into sales, both for small items like a $47 course, all the way up to $20,000 and $30,000 private coaching programs. We're going to talk about a bunch of different funnels to do that. The funnel marketing approach allows you to move customers from freebie seekers, maybe people who were just looking to download that ebook, into potential customers of $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 or more in the actual scope of your business, whereas the shotgun marketing approach is really only designed to get those low ticket sales, and it doesn't really cultivate a lot of trust and relationship with the seller and buyer of that product. So the funnel marketing approach is definitely more effective when you're trying to build up a business, and especially if you're trying to get any kind of recurring revenue. And that right there that you see from Claude, that's a summary of one of the funnels that we're going to be walking through inside this course. Now, last thing I want to talk about in this video is some misconceptions about funnel marketing. It's really important not to believe everything you hear, because the word funnel is probably one of the most overused words in digital marketing over the past few years for sure, but definitely over the past year in everything that I'm seeing on my newsfeed and email marketing that I'm getting from other marketers. Funnel marketing is definitely something that's being talked about an awful lot, but there's still some misconceptions about what it is and how to use it. One of the misconceptions I hear all the time is that you can only use a funnel with expensive paid traffic, or any type of paid traffic for that matter. That is absolutely not true. If you are concerned right now watching this video about the idea of investing money into paid advertising, I'm going to explain to you through a very simple funnel later how we can basically turn paid advertising into free advertising by using a really simple tripwire funnel that I've designed for you. But later on, once we talk about some more traffic training, I'm going to show you some ways that you can actually use completely free traffic to start building up relationships with potential customers in a little funnel that we're going to put together. So you do not have to use paid traffic. However, I'm always going to talk about the benefits of paid traffic, because it's much quicker to start building and scaling a funnel that you've put together, no matter how small or how big. Paid traffic is definitely the easiest way to do that. And I've scaled a massive portion of my business through paid traffic, and specifically through Facebook advertising. So another misconception that I hear all the time is that nobody would share a funnel that is working for them. So this is something that I've heard a lot in the build up to the release of the FUNNELIZE course. And people are saying, well, if you have a funnel that works, why would you share it? Because obviously people are just going to steal your idea. Well, let me let you in on a little secret. None of the funnels that you're going to learn about inside of the FUNNELIZE course are exclusively made or used by me. These are funnels used by all kinds of different independent marketers, freelancers, Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies. These are not secret things that I have created. They are being used to sell products to me. They are being used to sell products to a bunch of different people. They are not by any means any secret out there. It's just that there's a lack of training and understanding about how to use them effectively. Another misconception that's also really common is that it's impossible for a beginner to actually set up and use a funnel because of all of the moving parts that are involved. You might have a funnel with 20 different pages and different email sequences and retargeting sequences. And guess what? That is not a funnel that I would recommend to a beginner internet marketer because absolutely there's a bunch of moving parts. As we get into talking about things like gateway funnels and tripwire funnels, those are incredibly easy to set up. We're talking about 2- and 3-page funnels that can be built in a matter of minutes and will drastically increase the amount of results you're getting, whether you're selling your own products, affiliate products, digital products, consulting courses, whatever it might be. You're able to set up some very simple funnels that any beginner would be able to take a look at and understand all of the moving parts involved. Now, another thing that's really common is that you need to have expensive software in order to make a funnel work. That is absolutely not true. Now, I will talk about a software called ClickFunnels in this course because it's a software that I use with great regularity pretty much every single day. It is an expensive software, but you do not need to use that software or any software to put together a funnel. They make the job a lot easier, but by no means of the imagination do they own the rights and how to build a funnel. Remember, a funnel is just a collection of web pages that you are sending people over to. They could be built in WordPress. It could be built in HTML without any pictures. It does not matter. You do not need to have any expensive software to put a funnel together. And I'm going to also show you later on within the FUNNELIZE 101 section of this course, different softwares that you can buy for less than $5 that are actually going to get you a really great software to start building your very first funnel. So stay tuned for that coming up later. Another misconception is that you need to make your own products to use a funnel. I've talked about this a few times in this video already as well. That is absolutely not true. You can use affiliate marketing products. You do not have to use your products. If you have not created any products of your own, you've never created a webinar before or anything like that, then 100% you do not need to have your own products. You do not need to create your own products in order to get a funnel to work for you. You can absolutely make most of the funnels inside of this course work by using affiliate marketing products that you might be promoting, whether they're in the internet marketing space, the health and diet space, whatever it might be. Even if you're promoting cost per action lead forms where you get paid per sign up, you can absolutely use these funnels as well. Some of these funnels will not be appropriate if you do not have a webinar. That's fine. I talk about something called the webinar funnel. You're probably going to avoid that if you don't have a webinar, and that's okay. It doesn't mean though that there are other funnels that will not be able to be benefiting you in what you're trying to do in your business. And the final misconception we're going to talk about is that you need to have an existing following in order to use a funnel. You can't set up a funnel if you're a beginner. It's kind of a reflection of that idea. And again, that is entirely not true either. The very first funnel I set up, nobody knew who I was, nobody had heard of me, and quite frankly, I didn't even really know what I was doing, but I was still able to successfully make it work. And I'm actually going to be teaching you that exact funnel because it's one of the most simple ones that you can use, and it's part of pretty much every larger funnel. It's called a gateway funnel, and we'll talk about that in a later video. Now, that being said, you do not need to have any existing following to set up a funnel. That is a complete misunderstanding, and it's not true whatsoever. You can use a funnel regardless of your level of experience and how many followers you have. Now, that being said, I want to thank you for watching the first video inside the FUNNELIZE 101 course. Go ahead, move into the next video. I'll see you in there. We'll power our way through some of these introductory concepts and ideas, and we'll start jumping into some really deep funnel training. My name is J.K. Dowdle. Thank you so much for being a part of the FUNNELIZE universe, and I will look forward to seeing you in our future videos.